here we go. Welcome to Asian Cosell. And I got one here by Jason Whitlock. So, yep, the title is W Studs. Of course, the man contract reparations. So, let's get right into this video.
My favorite topic, the WNBA. And it seems like things are coming to a head here with these collective bargaining agreement.
Hate that.
And it seems like it's going to split. I don't think most people are recognizing this, but the white girls are ready to end this whole deal and sign the deal. They don't want to strike. The black girls are still holding out and they're oppressed, and they want to play this to the bust. You got Kelsey Plum, you got Breanna Stewart basically saying, hey, look, we need to play this season. It's important. We don't need to strike. And then you have ladies like Natasha Cloud. So do we have a picture of Breanna Stewart, by the way? Yeah. Hold on. Grab a picture of Breanna Stewart. Grab a picture of Kelsey Plum. And then, there's some pictures of Breanna Stewart where she's pretty manly. She dresses as a man. She's a lesbian. But I want to juxtapose, like, all we need is Kelsey Plum. I'm sorry, we don't need Breanna Stewart. Kelsey Plum versus Natasha Cloud. This is the New York Liberty, I believe, point guard. Are we ready? Can we play the clip of the New York Liberty point guard? Yeah, let's play the clip of Natasha Cloud talking about what she wants to have happen.
Are still not making enough. That middleman potentially still not making enough for housing to also be taken off of the table. And all know this New York market, that $200,000 jump that players are going to make, that's before taxes, that's before what they would have to pay for a potential housing market in the state of New York. So I still am focused on our middleman again. I think it's a starting point. I'm happy with them finally coming back to us with a proposal, but I think there's a lot more that we can do to protect our middleman, even with our jump of salary.
That is the black Megan Rapinoe there, still drawing a hard line in the sand about this. And so we could end up with a strike because the black girls won't finally fold shop and say enough is enough, and the white girls are like, hey, let's get this money, we've cut a hell of a deal.
Well, the owners are just like, okay, we'll have a season or don't have a season. They can care less, especially half of them own NBA teams. So they're just like, all right, you want to keep playing this game? Sure, we'll go on strike because, again, we keep losing money on you ladies. Of course, now, Kelsey Plum's like, okay, we got to play. Breanna Stewart, okay, we need a season. We got to get hit. Of course, again, if I watch the W, it's because of, yes, I said it again, some white girl in the Midwest who played for Iowa. Yeah, her name Clark. That's what I'm going to watch this for. Other than that, there really isn't much to watch.
We play 40 games. No one really cares about us other than Caitlin Clark. We've done enough here. The white girls like, we've done enough. We're getting away with highway murder. Are the black women capable of talking them into jumping off the bridge?
First of all, I want to rebuke what that stud said. The average American salary is about, what, 55 to 60,000?
Yeah.
No one is going to feel sorry for someone that cannot live within their means at 200,000 before or after taxes. Bottom line. I told you this 3 years ago and people gave me heat. Once again, I'm ahead of the game. They're the most unlikable league with the most unlikable participants by far. So let me get this straight, Jason. I've been listening to some Ben Daniel, John the Liquidator. Got to bring those guys back. So I have been, seriously. I've been getting
Nation.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Ock's probably watching right now. He DMs me all the time on Twitter.
Me too. Yeah.
Love you. Yeah.
So you're saying that the white girls are being reasonable and mature, and they're going to rescue this. They're going to pull them back, right?
Yes.
Meanwhile, the other side is going to just be a hard line and just sink this whole thing. Okay, with that said, my two choices, I got to roll with the sisters. Black Girl Magic. Stay strong. Stay strong, women. Come on. The fearless audience needs you. Hold the line.
Oh God!
I'm almost there with you. I'm almost there with you, but I do want my Caitlin Clark back. I do want to watch Caitlin drain some threes and hopefully play more efficiently. But I'm just gonna say that as confident, like they've done an amazing job. Some of these women are going to get paid $1 million,
right?
And for a 44 game season that no one watches, they're going to be vastly overpaid. They're flying private to these games in a league that it doesn't really matter. And it's not surprising that there are some women in this league, like that Natasha Cloud wants to be a man. She's dressed up as a man. She lives in fantasy land 24/7. I'm not surprised. And there's a bunch of other players like that in the WNBA, that those players are illogical and will push this to the brink. Because again, it's not about making money. It's not about being treated fairly. It's about staying on message and proving that they're oppressed and that the white man and the white woman is oppressing them. They'll blow this thing up. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, and that's just a thing. And you can't even say, logic, says, okay, even back in the days, there were some black slave owners compared to, the white slave owners. But I don't want to get too far into that because that would just be another video. But yeah, and some of these sisters just like, we're going to take this and we're going to show them and we're going to, bring this league to its knees. And it's not, you're not bringing this league to this league. You're not doing it. Because why? You're not making any money. But sometimes, yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's not about the money. It's about, we need to keep on going. So,
yeah, Jason, as a sports fan, me and you lived with a lot of strikes, right? There was the NFL strike in the early 80s and 87 where they brought in the replacements. That was awful. 1994, me and Tony Gwynn, we were on our way to 400 and they pulled the plug on us. Terrible, right? So we all regret it. So there's, even with the NBA, whatever labor strike they have, there's still a group of fans, a large majority of people, or a group of people that would miss the NBA. Can we be honest, Jason? It's a sliver of the American population that would actually care if the WNBA sat out, locked out, or just struck, right? So they better be careful here what they wish.
I want to play this clip of Taylor Rooks, who works for Amazon Prime, and she's the new it girl. She's the next Carissa Thompson. She's the next Erin Andrews. She's the next big star. But, she doesn't seem to have a problem with this strip club night. So it's like, if the women aren't complaining.
Okay. So, yep, the video will continue. I forgot to mention, the other subjects. But, basically the W is just pretty much going to either sink or swim. And if it sinks, nobody's going to, think about it. And if those white girls said, let's play and they can get the sisters on board, cool. If not, okay, we just get to miss Caitlin Clark for a season. And then the only time we'll get to see her play is maybe the World Cup in Germany. That's the only thing we'll probably be looking forward to. That's what's going to pretty much be the highlights of women's basketball at this rate. So besides college. So we'll have to see. So, all right. So if any of you enjoyed this content, please give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And I will definitely see you in my next video.